Good afternoon and welcome to another edition of Fast Horses Today for Friday, April 12th. We've got some picks for you at Oaklawn Park and a late pick 5 to cap off the day there. Starting in the sixth race, starts about 3:22 Central Time. Let's get into the sixth race here. Sixth race is a mile race of 45,000 claimer. I've got two horses here to get this pick 5 started and a win bet here. I've got the 4 Uninvited Guest. I'm also going to make a win bet on Uninvited Guest. This horse is, just kind of a, let's say middle age horse. He's 5 years old, but he's run quite a few races and hard knocker, claimer, and allowance type of horse. So this horse, I like him because he's been running well at Oaklawn this past meet. He had Chris Landeros on him, which I didn't think Chris Landeros was riding too well this meet. Harry Hernandez had the horse last time, and Harry Hernandez gave the horse a rough ride. He did a couple starts and stops, which is never good for a horse to be doing that and try to win a race. It still ran evenly last time out at a 50,000 claimer. Today he gets Bejarano, and Bejarano certainly should improve this horse, and Bejarano's been riding well and winning races at Oaklawn. Horse also by Distorted Humor, which I love me some Distorted Humors. We don't see as many anymore. They're a little more scarce and fewer and far between since he'd been pensioned a couple years back. But like an Uninvited Guest, he's 5-2 today. Going to make a win bet on him. I'm also going to put in the 6 Roman Centurion. Roman Centurion has been around for several years now. I remember he started his career in California. It was kind of a promising colt, but has moved on to the Midwest and just kind of knocked around in the allowance and some of these claiming levels here. I thought he ran a pretty good race last time. He was kind of wide in the trip, which certainly doesn't help at Oaklawn on those 2-turn races. Thought he ran an even race. Today he's got Francisco Arrieta on him, which Arrieta is always a good thing there. Arrieta's ridden this horse before in some even races, and these horses do pop at times. So he's a long shot. He's 8-1. So I'm going to put Roman Centurion in here as well. I've got the 4 and the 6 to get this started. Now let's go over to the next race, which is the 7th race. This is a 6 furlong race at Archibred, 12,500 claimers. So this is probably the bottom rung of the ladder there at Oaklawn Park. And here's the positive, is that this is kind of race that could produce some nice prices. And, these are what boost up your pick 5s, your pick 3s, your daily doubles. They're tough to catch, but they're going to certainly, make your day if you can hit them. So I don't have a strong opinion in this race. I've got the 1 UVC. This horse has done some good work at Oaklawn Park. Certainly can get it done today. I've got the 3 Stompin' Hot Rod. I've got the 7 horse, which is I'm the Machine. Now, interestingly enough, this horse is Archibred, but only has run one time at Oaklawn. I'm not too sure, why this horse hasn't seen Oaklawn before. Last time he ran into a pretty nice horse, Archibred, in Mahomie. Mahomie's won a couple races this meet and certainly has run well in the Archibred ranks. So I'm the Machine running with Lesser here today. This horse, certainly has a chance here, the 7 horse. The 8, Allo Henry. Allo Henry is a, horse has been knocking around these parts in Oaklawn and done his best work at Oaklawn as an Archibred. Certainly could fit here. Got the 11 horse, which is Forsaken. Forsaken, at 9-2 maybe gets it done for us. And the 12, Choctaw Zip. So again, we've got the 1, the 3, the 7, the 8, the 11, and the 12 to get this moved on. Now let's go over to the 8th race. 8th race is one of those glorious $140,000 allowance races that Oaklawn's run all meet. Great to handicap, and if you're an owner, trainer, jockey, connections, great to be running in these. So this is a mile and a 16th race. I've got a single here in this race. I've got the 1 Rose Parade at 5-2. Rose Parade has run twice here at Oaklawn during this meet. First was a $100,000 claimer and missed by a neck, ran a great race that day. I thought should have won it. Dela Cruz probably could have ridden the horse a little better to win that race. But then this horse came back into a maiden special weight and won really nicely. This horse runs for the Dreamwalkin' Farms. And if you didn't know, Dreamwalkin' Farms was owned by the late, great Toby Keith. So God bless Toby Keith. And yeah, I'm not a big country music fan, but Toby Keith had some nice songs and some fun songs, and was an overall good guy. And he liked his horse racing. He'd been breeding horses, owning horses, running horses under the Dream Walking Farms stable, and good to see that name in the racing form. And I wish him the best of luck today. And Toby, let's get this horse to the wire here. Rose Parade at 5-2. So I'm going to single that horse. I'm also going to make a win bet on Rose Parade. Let's move over to the next race, which is the 9th race. This is another glorious $140,000 allowance race. This is a 6 furlong sprint for 3-year-old fillies. I've got 2 horses here. I've got the 1 Grazia. Grazia's out of the Bob Baffert barn, so Baffert sending a horse here in the allowance rank, so it makes sense. I mean, it's a $140,000 purse. There's no racing at Santa Anita this weekend, so he and JJ Hernandez have made the trip over to Oaklawn to run in this race. This horse broke her maiden first time out at Del Mar last fall, which those Del Mar races are always pretty tough. There's some nice horses they bring out for Del Mar, both in the summer and the fall meet. This horse was 2-5 favorite that day and broke her maiden nicely. They ended up putting the horse into the Starlet, the Grade 2 Starlet. The horse finished 6 out of 6, but was better than that look. I mean, was running close to the lead, ran wide on the first turn, which takes a lot of steam out of you, and this horse just kind of ran around the track at 8-5 that day with Flavian Pratt, but certainly can come back here off this layoff and run well. I've also got the 7 horse, who's Lady Moscato. Now, Lady Moscato, I like this horse. This horse paid me off a couple weeks ago, capping off a nice pick 5. This is the Wayne Lucas horse. They paid $800,000 for Lady Moscato. Lady Moscato had been running for a while, was having a hard time breaking her maiden, but she put it all together last time at Oaklawn and ran a huge race, I thought, as the 3-1 favorite. This horse was 20-1 in the program that day. Word had to have been out. Steam was on this horse because the horse went off at 7-2 and ended up being the betting favorite that day. So that's a 7, Lady Moscato. Pardon me. I feel like Lady Moscato, probably could run to her potential and what she got bought for, and maybe she can get it done here. So we've got the 1 and the 7. Let's go to the last race, which is the 10th race. 10th race is a 10,000 claimer, 6 furlong. And again, I don't have a strong opinion in this race. I've got 6 horses. My hope is that I'm sitting on a pick 5 here with a couple nice prices in, hitting my single earlier in the day, and then just watching 6 of my horses run and hopefully cash in here. So I've got the 1 Colt Fiction. Colt Fiction at one time was a really good sprinter in California. Years have gone by, and now this horse is running for $10,000. Claimed off of Peter Miller, which is not a good thing. But, for $10,000, this trainer, Jonas Gibson, which I don't know too much about Jonas Gibson, but looks like he's having a pretty good year at Oaklawn at winning 31%. So we got the 1 Colt Fiction. We've got the 4 horse, who's Slam Dunk Sermon. This horse at one time would have rolled right over this field by daylight. This horse was a pretty good sprinter in California at one time as well. And, kind of like the 1 horse, years go by and things change. And, Slam Dunk Sermon is running for $10,000 now. He's 10-1 in the program, so, taking a shot with him that maybe he wakes up today. Sometimes these older guys do this. The 5 horse, who is Lamuinati. Now, this horse is a Boulevard of Broken Dreams horse. They paid $700,000 for this horse. Somebody did at one point, and this horse just didn't make it. Steve Asmussen ran him for $10,000 last time. He got claimed by Wade Rarick, and from my understanding, Wade Rarick comes out of the Robert Diodoro barn, and Diodoro got thrown out of Oaklawn, so not exactly sure what happened there, but I'm sure there's a lot of info, and you could wonder, must have done something to deserve getting tossed out of the Oaklawn premises and suspended there. So we'll see if this horse could run for Wade Rarick for $10,000. The 6 horse, who is Creme de la Chrome. Now this horse, if you look in the form, his last 3 races are definitely good enough to win this race. I don't know. I mean, this horse just should win this on paper, but they don't run these races on paper. So I'm going to put him in here, among several others. The 7 horse, who is Charter Oak, going to put him in there as well. This horse is 6-1 in the program, maybe gets it done. And then finally, Double Tough, who's the 8 at 20-1 for Carl Broberg. So I've got the 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's recap this ticket at Oaklawn. We've got 4-6 in the 6th race and a bet on the 4. That's uninvited guest. Then 1, 3, 7, 8, 11, 12 with the 1, who's that Toby Keith horse for Dreamwalking Farms. We're going to single her and also make a bet on her. That's Rose Parade with 1 and 7, with 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now that's a $72 ticket. And, again, add or subtract to these as you see fit. You can bet pick 3s within this or daily doubles if you don't want to go with a pick 5. And, hopefully these win bets come in as well to make it a nice day. So do me a favor. Please hit the subscribe button. Make comments as you wish. And, tell me what you like, what you don't like. And I promise to respond to all the comments. And let's make today, Friday, a good day. So I wish you good luck, good trips. Good trips is most important in my opinion because that gives you your good luck. And if you got the good luck for the day, you're going to see it as good racing for yourself. So thanks again, and we will see you again soon.